Oh, now you're on live.
Yeah, now I'm rolling. Yeah, I'll take a look at it. When I get off. When I get off,
Yeah,
I'll
no,
take a look at it.
yeah. I think I just sent it to you and Richard. I couldn't send it to Nico because he's not on my Facebook, but he's on the Messenger.
Okay. Do you have his name? Do you have his title?
Well, I found him on Facebook, him to friends, but he
Okay.
hasn't responded to it yet. So,
Well, I tried to get a hold of him today, and it was no show today.
well, you had
So
one this
maybe he's
morning.
out doing something.
Yeah. Hey Ben, how's it
Maybe
going?
he's out busy. I'm not sure how long. Um, I'm having a little bit of fluctuations right now, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I
My
got stuff in from Amazon
the
today. So, bought a flashlight. I haven't done.
oh
Well, you know those things that you put your cell phone in while you're in the car? One of those stands.
yeah,
I got one of them.
yeah.
I ordered stickers for my keyboard so I could see the letters again. But these ones glow in the dark. They're neon because my
Okay.
keys are so worn out. I can't more. And then I'm waiting for a flashlight that I got one of those tactical flashlights that's supposed to put out 5,000 lumens.
Okay. That's a pretty good flashlight.
Yeah, most average ones I've seen were about 1,500. This one was pretty strong, so I don't
Huh.
know. I like the background pictures this time.
Is that also off of Amazon?
Yeah,
Okay, that's cool.
I like I like
Yeah,
browsing.
I had a pretty interesting experience today.
Oh,
I was on a woman's site today, and I went down and looked at her site, and I subscribed to her site, and then I went and asked for her to sub me, and she went on my site, and she came back, and she goes, I'm sorry, Kevin, but I can't sub you. I have a children's sub. I mean, I have a children's show, and I don't think your show is appropriate for my viewers. I said, oh, that's okay. Thank you anyway. Okay. So I thought that was kind of, so I just typed, I texted her back, and I said, that's no problem.
well, she's got a
I
point. If
mean,
it's a kids show, you don't want the kids seeing the stuff we talk about.
well, say, yeah, again, what people see on my show, and what goes on in my show is okay, just like on my show, and I don't mind the guys acting like kind of crazy, kind of having a good time and everything. I don't mind that, because that's a little bit how my show is. But
Yeah,
on somebody else's show, I don't want my people to go on somebody else's show and carry their behavior on somebody else's show, and then have them think that it's appropriate behavior.
you can't control
So
their behavior. They might like that on the other shows, not just your show. And you can't control theirs. But yeah, if you don't want them to be on those shows, you can't really tell them. You know, You know, you got to keep some stuff for yourself and some stuff
Yeah,
for these guys. Hi, Irma.
yeah.
Because your show, let's say
Hey,
your show's
Irma.
like a PG-13, borderline R-rated, right?
Well, my show is more like R-rated,
Yeah,
and I think a
borderline.
lot of other people's shows are more like, and I think more like other people's shows are more like PG movie, maybe like PG rated and maybe G rated. My show is more like American and European and British, um, and like I said, European style of men. But again, my topic is European and Filipino related. Again, my people, this my show is for people that are interested in the Philippines, but I got a wide variety of people that want to go to the Philippines and that are interested in the Philippines, and that's what my show is about
Yeah.
people that are interested in going and they want to learn and they want to be have their introduction about going on the Philippines. So that's kind of what. Hey, Malcolm, how you doing, buddy? Hey, did you get snow today? Well, I had snow flurries today. Here, I'm in my yard. I thought that was kind of odd. So I just wanted to pass that on to you, Malcolm.
Hey, Kevin.
I talked to Fred, and he was up. Yeah.
No, finish what you're saying first. I'll ask you after you're done.
Okay. I talked to Fred, New York Fred, and he said he got some snow flurries. Hey, buddy. I know you. Did you guys get snow today? Because we got snow today. We got light snow flurries here in Kentucky. Over in oh heck, Illinois they got snow, but it was like small snow flurries. And I'm just curious. Hey Raymond, did you guys get snowed also today? Oh, did you guys get like rain? Because some people got rain, but it was like a little bit of rain. It was snowing. Yeah. Okay, Tom, because you're way up there by Buffalo. So I'm just curious how much did you guys get today? I understand over in like Alberta, Canada. Yeah, Alberta. Yeah, there you go.
Calgary there, yeah.
You guys got hit in snow. So
Yeah, what
yeah.
was it, Edmonton? What was it, Edmonton? They had the record of the most consecutive cold days since what was it, around the 80s?
Oh man.
Hey, Kevin, I was going to ask you about. You said your wife and kids watch the show. What do they say?
Say it again.
I said you said your wife and kids sometimes watch the show. What do they say about it?
Whose kids?
Yours. You said sometimes
Are
your
you talking about my
kids
my
watch.
kids?
Yeah, I thought you said they
Yeah, I
sometimes
got it.
watch it. What do they think about it?
Well, they don't mind. They think it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
My would, but see, I got my sons in Alaska. I'm also talking about my sons in Alaska that's watching it also, and they like it too, though. So
Well, that's good.
I was talking about my sons and my daughters, but but my daughters, they're already in the Philippines, so they don't really, it doesn't really phase them. because it doesn't have, they don't have nothing of interest. But my sons, they it's okay. They think at first they didn't like it because it caused a how do you say it, conflict of interest when they were younger.
Okay.
But that's a all new different story.
Sounds Raymond. I sure like the background pictures.
Hey, my sons like the girls. Um, the lady boys like the girls in the backgrounds. All types likes everything. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard not to like what's in the background. Hey, Fred.
Yes, sir.
Can you hold the sofa? Can you hold the sofa a moment? If I could go upstairs real fast.
Okay.
I'll be like 2 minutes, and I'll be right back.
Okay. So how are you all doing today?
Just talk about whatever.
Talk about boats? Okay.
I'll be right back.
So how all you guys doing today? And I'm from Vancouver, Canada. Where are you guys all from? I know where some of you, there's a few new names I see here that I'm not sure. No, we won't do that. Yeah, I know Ben's from Belgium. I've talked to Ben several times. Uh, Neutebs. I don't know how you pronounce your name. You're from Calgary? I think I saw that. You said you got snow there today? I'm in Vancouver, so lots of rain. Yeah, I used to live in Calgary, then I moved to Banff. Then from Banff, I moved to Lethbridge, and then from Lethbridge, I moved to the coast here. I'm originally north Edmonton, not Fort Mac, but Slave Lake area, where all the oil is. Randall's in Washington State. Neighbors. So any good gossip out there? Usually I catch the ass end of all the gossip. Yeah, she is. She's my future wife. I've known her for 3 years. I've met her last year in the Philippines, and then we talk just about every day. RPW. I don't know how old she is. I never asked. I just talk to Ren when he's on here. Yeah, I've been to the Philippines. I was there last year in March. And as soon as I have enough money, I'm heading back. Yeah, she's still in the Philippines. Lives with her brother, her dad, her sister. She lives in Makati, just outside of Manila. Because it's like Vancouver. You got Vancouver, you got Burnaby, you got Surrey. It's a bunch of little cities around the area that make up the metro. Nice, nice. No, no, I'm not going to give you out all the addresses and stuff. Then you just go there and bother her. I keep some things to myself. But there's a lot more of the Philippines I want to see. I want to go up north there to the rice terraces and stuff like that. Just one second. I have to answer the phone here.
Well, that was nice. Thank you. My aunt, my cousin made chicken enchiladas and Mexican fried rice, and I thought that was. She made two pans. It's a white green chili enchiladas. Instead of using a red sauce, they used a white sauce.
Okay, Kevin, I'm gonna have to bounce for a little while.
You gonna go eat?
Yeah, I have to mute there to answer the phone. So I'll be back. If you're still on, I'll pop back on.
All right, buddy. I appreciate it.
Get Ben on for it with you, or
all right, buddy.
MJ. So
all right, bud.
Get
Come
Ben
back.
and host with you. There you go. Okay, we'll talk to you in a little while.
Well, I sent I sent Mike. I mean, I sent Kiwi Mike a link, but he wanted to come on for the last couple of weeks, and I always forgot to throw him a link. So
yeah.
I'm not sure where he's at.
I'm sure he's around. Okay, we'll talk to you in a little while. If you're still on, I'll pop back on when I'm done.
All right, buddy. Well, you still got the link, so yeah, come back.
Okay, talk to you in a bit.
All right, buddy. Thanks. Appreciate it. Yeah, appreciate that, Mike. Hey, Randall. RPW, J, who's that? JT, let me put my glasses on. But yeah, heck, I'm not gonna turn down that Mexican food. Especially the rice. The rice is gonna be good for tomorrow for breakfast. Slap a couple of eggs in that. He talked about big dog. Like a big dog. Hey, there's a lot of big dogs out there. Just don't get bit by the big dog. I got bit once when I was in the Philippines. That kind of sucked. The dog left a scar on my arm. Yeah, hey, I changed the title to Tito Kevin just because for a lot of people it's hard for them to say my whole title name, the Big Kevin BullPen Show. So I just brought it down easier just to make it an easy Tito Kevin. Tito means like uncle, yeah, uncle, big brother, more or less. I'm like uncle, so that's why I just brought it there like that. Make it easier for people to say. Make it easier to pronounce instead of for some new people tripping over trying to say all at once. So yeah, make it easy for newbies. Everything got to be easy, you know. You don't want a big ass name. Make it easier for the audience people. Hey Chris, I seen you earlier. Hey buddy. You know, Chris S. I tried to look forward to subscribe to your channel, but I didn't really see a link. So if you want to throw down a link for everybody, because the link that I seen, there was like so many different names of that same of the same person. So I wasn't sure which one was you. There you go, buddy. Raymond is a Filipino, Chicago Filipino, a real good man. Maybe you know him or not. There we go. Yeah, I got a whole bunch of new subscribers to my channel. Mostly are Filipino. I got a couple of new subscribers that are Arabic, which is okay, you know. I got Arabic. Some of them are Indian, so it's okay to try new people, new places, new adventures. Matter of fact, I got Thomas from over in Finland. No, is it Finland or Norway? I think it's Norway. But you know, it's always good to check out new people's websites. Everybody has something new, and it's good to go outside of our circle. I got two circles that I got two YouTube channels, but it's okay to explore into somebody else's show, because they also have good content. You know, it's not just like my. It's okay. I'm not gonna get jealous if you go into somebody else's show. You know, it's good to check out somebody else, and you know they check out my show. I check out their show. We share, and that's kind of like the name of the game. You know, we kind of like piggyback right off of each other's wake. So yeah, there's nothing wrong about checking out somebody else's show, giving support to other people's shows, and maybe you know you might find something of interest on somebody else's show. So yeah, I have no problem about doing that, but I do want my guys, my people that support me, go on somebody else's show and give good respect to other people. Don't. It's good that you guys have fun on my show, and I understand that everybody has a good time on my show, and they joke and kid and they talk. the way they do. But when you guys go on somebody else's show, you gotta know when to stop and show respect to other people's show, especially when it's a women's show and you don't talk about spinning and crazy things that you guys talk about on my show, because my show is a guy's show. And when you talk about stupid stuff on a woman's show, it's gonna come back to me and shit's gonna hit the fan. So hey, Big Mike. So yeah, just a word of warning. Because it's kind of embarrassing when I have to hear about it from somebody else, that somebody's not being nice. And yeah, it happened once. Once is enough, I think. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. You guys can see me and hear me pretty well. I'm trying to. I got a new cable for my turret here. So yeah, pretty happy with it. Everything's going pretty good. Yeah, I was going to ask you earlier, Mike, if you wanted to come on, but my time limit was running dry. Kevin, get Big Mike on. Hey, Randall, hell, you could even come on and give us some of your wisdom of the Philippines. You know, not just one person, but you guys are veterans of the fun house. You guys have been around the block in the Philippines in your own kind of way. RPW, TJ, RPW, and lady boys. Why you guys always what's your obsession about lady boys? Never understood that part. But is it like a secret fetish about lady boys? You guys sure talk a lot about them. I'm just kind of curious about it. Yeah, thought Mike was gonna come by. Kiwi Mike. He mentioned about it, but what is this? I can't. Okay. Yeah, Mike. Maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow's Tuesday. I usually gonna try to get a show on. Maybe like on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, Saturdays. What is this, Randall? I mean, Raymond, we miss Star. That's all. He was our expert. He wasn't no lady boy slayer. He just walked past. He just walked past lady boys. At least I hope it's that way. Yeah, you gotta catch Seth early in the morning time. Looks like Do More Life. Looks like he moved to Thailand. I understand. At least that's what he said today. I looked at a vlog. I made a comment that I heard somebody said that he moved to Thailand. Kind of sounded like he got moved it sounded like a little bit like he got moved out. I mean, like forced out. I'm not sure if that's a proper word to use. I'm not sure. Mm. And do you do more life left for the no, Mike, you guys are killing me about the lady boys. You know, I don't. You know, maybe there's lady boys. Is there lady boys in Thailand? I don't know. I never been in Thailand. Seen a couple of lady boys in the Philippines though, but they didn't bother me. They bought me a couple of drinks, but that was it. Oh hell. Yeah. Yeah. But from what I've seen from Do More Life, he had very good videos. He's a good photographer. He had pretty good contents. That's what I seen. I don't know a whole bunch about him. I offered for him to come on my show once, but he wasn't sure what kind of a person I was, so he was kind of airy. He thought maybe I was gonna like ambush him and sabotage him. I go, hell, it looks like there's enough. Where's Richard? Oh, well, Richard's still at home, buddy. Richard still Raymond and Richard's still in house arrest, I think. Maybe he listens to that shows on Chris's Shabu's show. I'm not sure. No, no, nobody's scared for me. At least I hope not. No, just Richard just gotta I don't know. Him and his wife gotta work out a good schedule. I don't know. I warned them. I warned them a little bit about, sometimes women get a little bit finicky sometimes when they lose a little bit of power. I don't know. Sometimes depends on the women, I guess. No, Richard is a home person. Does Richard have a job? Yeah. That's why I told Richard he ought to have his own show talking about guitars, fixing amplifiers, and tuning up the guitars. He could have a real good show. Just talk to about that. What Terry is this? Who's Terry M in Thailand? That you know that That would be pretty fun though to go check out Thailand. No, I'm sure it's just as bad as the Philippines in its own way. You always got to be careful what you do. Hey Fred, did you come back? Seen your picture flash. Hmm. We got 19 viewers. Maybe we got 2 thumbs down. Maybe you guys could, if you're not doing anything, you can smash those likes a little bit, or you can smash the dislikes. Depends on you. Not gonna force you to do anything you don't want to do. Little bit cold outside today though. Terry McGreedy. Yeah, what happened? What's going on with him? And anybody know? He left a small comment on my Facebook. I think it was a day or so ago. He made a comment about one of my posts that I made. How's my knee? Uh, my knee is still squirting out that liquid. You know, where the doctor took it out, took the water or the liquid out of my knee, out of the to relieve it. Well, yeah, that hole where the hypodermic needle went in and drained. Well, then that hole was supposed to seal itself, but the hole never did. And when my knee swells up with that water, with that fluid, and if I'm sleeping on it, and the pressure of the buildup, it comes out, and it comes out all over my knee in the middle of the night, and I wake up in the middle of the night and I gotta go to the bathroom. I gotta take a whiz, and I get kind of freaked out because I'm wondering what the hell's all over my knee. Because I'm coming out of a sleep, and told my doctor last week. I went and told my doctor, and he examined my knee and everything, and he added pressure to my knee, and he's seen it come out, and he says, does it hurt? And it's not dry, it doesn't like come out all the way, and then it's not dry inside there because there's always fluid inside there. So he was just worried about that maybe it's gonna dry up and it could cause a problem. But yeah, my doctor said as long as there's no infection and it's not painful, and I told him it's not painful, so, and there's no infection, so right now it's okay. It just kind of, he just gave me a handful of I think it's like one by one Band-Aid, and I just put that on at nighttime. So yeah, my knee's okay. I'm walking around, going all the way up to the mailbox, and I'm doing a whole bunch of walking around and stuff. So I'm doing good. So hopefully you was asking, and you were asking and seeing how like you really being concerned. And if you were, I appreciate that, and my knee is doing good. I got a knee brace that I pull up, and it adds support. But I with that hole in my knee, with the little needle hole, I don't want to use that knee sock because it has a hole where my kneecap is. That there's nothing there, and then it adds pressure all the way around it. So I don't want to put that on because it makes pressure all the way around, and where that hole is, it will make it come out. So it kind of defeats the purpose. But we're doing good. We're doing good. Oh hell, yeah. What's going on with you guys? Any? What is this? You should take a video. What the hell you want to take a video for? You should take a video of the. Yeah. 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 No, it won't, because then somebody's gonna say, "Oh, look, Kevin's trying to be nasty and gross, and it's offensive. Please give him a strike." You know, some bleeding heart would do that to me. So I'm sure nobody of you guys would know that, but hey, that's how it is. There's a bunch of pricks out there. What's John Doe been doing? Haven't heard from him lately. Is he on vacation? Is he in the house arrest? House arrest also. Oh, oh, I was wondering when you was gonna get him. I'm talking out loud. Yeah, I'll talk to you when I get off the show. Well, you guys, John Doe. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know he's usually on here. That's why I was asking. So it's like I said, Terry's usually on here also. Just curious. Yeah. What's what's Jay been doing? Haven't seen him on YouTube for a while. How you been doing, Malcolm? Anything new been going on your side? Fucking knee been going. My knee's swollen up a little bit again. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Working at the okay. Hmm. Yeah, you guys. I'm just. Oh, well, no, that was nice of you. I got one thumbs up. I'm just gonna take off. I don't know. I don't know if Fred was gonna come back. Looked like Fred was having a little bit of problem with his microphone. It sounded like I get a little bit of an echo here. I'm not sure if you guys can hear the echo. Big Mike, how do I sound? Do I sound? Can you guys hear echo, or is it just on my behalf? Because whenever I'm talking, I hear echo. Again, I'm not sure if it's. Hmm. Dave has his wife went off to went off on Frank. Dave's wife went off. When was this? Was this on a show or was this like in person? Actually, it was Dave's wife's. Yeah, you gotta be careful who you irritate, who you make angry because just Philippine travel. How you doing? Barry is he is a good guy. I think he's a good guy. Everybody has their own opinion. Barry doesn't cause problems. He doesn't intentionally make a nuisance of himself. You don't see him cause any problems between other people. So, well, again, everybody has their own opinion. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He might needs to you know find his way on smoking on a different place, different platform. You know, smoking around a kid isn't good. But yeah, go do it outside, whatever. Everybody has their own downfalls. But it's not my place to point a finger at people, especially if I'd ever met the guy. So if you met the guy, then it's okay to go point the finger and tell if the guy's a swell guy or a lousy guy. But if you never met him, yeah, Yeah, I don't know, you guys. Everybody has a song and a dance, a reason. Thanks, Captain Spaulding. Messed up. Yeah. What's all you guys gonna do tomorrow? What's going on? What's going on the rest of this week?
Hey, Kevin, I'm back.
Hey, buddy.
So what did I miss? Anything good?
No. Some of these guys are throwing mud at Bama.
Really? I like Bama. He's pretty funny. He never asked me for a cent. I like him even better. No, he seems like a decent guy.
He's you know, I don't know.
I don't know. The other day, that one guy that you had here that was got Nico off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was trying to get. He was after me there for a little while. I just totally ignored him. Do I really look like I'm 60?
Who's that? Bama?
No, remember that guy that Nico went off on Saturday? Then Ren came in afterwards.
Huh.
No, you were there. I know you were there. I saw you.
A little bit I do. I kind of vague.
I don't know. Some guy was trolling him.
Remember that much.
And then he went off. He said he was putting him in his place or something like that. But he wasn't saying very nice things to me about me in chat there. Oh, there he is. You're probably freaking older than I am, so what the hell are you talking about?
I remember who you're talking about.
Yeah, he's in chat too. Funny how they just pop up when you mention them.
How old you? He said he's old. Yeah. Hey, Chris. Who's pervy? I'm not sure who he's talking about.
He's talking about me, Kevin. He thinks I'm an old pervert.
Oh, why is that?
I have no idea. He just started in on me when last Saturday. I just totally ignored him, which I'm going to totally ignore him now. So
Yeah. I gotta look at something. Yeah. Another crackpot. Seriously. Hey, Kev, sub to sub. That's okay.
Was that the Thai cab? Hey there, how's it going?
Oh, Ty Kevin's here. Hey,
Yeah,
buddy.
he just said, "Hey there, Big Kev."
No, I was at another place. That sounded bad too.
The meds kicking in, Kevin.
But that sounded bad because sometimes you guys make
Oh, last
sound like
Saturday it was all in your mind.
I'm on another place. Why bring it up? Why bring what up?
Ty Kevin, is that salt cram still going on, or is that already done with?
Oh hell!
That's that Thai New Year's. They have the world's biggest water fight there.
Oh, isn't it almost over right now?
I don't know. I think so. Should be pretty close.
A friend of mine sent me happy something day.
Finished
I
yesterday.
forgot the name of it. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that'd be fun to go to.
Well, Chinese New Year's was fun when I was in the Philippines. That was pretty fun to go to. Yeah, Dr. Mike is pretty good.
Morning, all.
Hey. Whoa, who's this stranger?
Yeah. Sorry,
He's
Kev.
been hiding.
Oh, good morning. Oh, good evening to you. Yeah. Yeah,
Hey, guy.
I just got tied up on the phone. Sorry, Kevin. It was an important call, so I had to take care of it. But I'm here now.
All right.
Were you back in New Zealand, or are you still in the Philippines there, Kiwi Mike?
I'm still here. I'll be back. I'm back in end of May. End of May, I'm going home.
Oh.
Yeah. I've had enough. I want to go back to some. I want to go back to some cooler weather.
Oh,
Come here. You got a lot of cold.
hang on. Cool weather.
May, June is summer, isn't it, for Canada?
We're in spring, yeah.
Yeah, because I remember coming there last time a bit. I've been to Canada a couple of times.
I don't know. This year it seems, I don't know, the weather's crappy. It's just lots of rain this spring, and the temperature's not really been going up.
Yeah, I think there's a lot to do with this global warming. There's a bit of truth to it.
I don't know.
The weather patterns are changing all the time.
I don't believe in the global warming. Because I think the world and the universe goes through cycles, and it probably did this like 1 billion years ago too.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. The weather patterns change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike. I think Chris S is from New Zealand. I think.
Who?
New Zealand or Australia? One of those two, I think.
You said it's a nice New Zealand accent.
He's a new subscriber.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Filipinos like my accent.
I don't really like it too much.
I know you don't, Kevin, but then we speak proper English, and you Americans don't speak very good English. I mean, we say.
So what have you been doing, Mike?
I mean,
He-
let's face it. You drive on the wrong side of the road. You say words differently to us. You say, instead of saying tomato, you say tomato. Even the letters of the alphabet, we say Z, you say Z.
well, we say Z here in Canada.
Well, you're not American though. I'm talking.
That's true.
The only reason you guys in Canada drive on the same side as the Americans is just to be uniformed, I suppose, because the road keeps going through. All the
Yeah,
way
yeah. Can you imagine, driving like that here and then driving across the border? That kind of suck.
Yeah. Well,
Hey, Mike.
most other countries, apart from say Philippines and maybe Spain, they all drive on the correct side of the road too. I mean, you guys still use.
Hey, Mike.
Yes.
Mike,
I'm on a roll here,
are
Kevin.
we still? Hey, I know we're doing radioactivity testing, nuclear testing over there, I hope. Over in New Zealand.
Listen here. We're nuclear free. We won't let you big boys bring your boats in here. I have to admit, America. I mean, we couldn't do without you. But at the end of the day, you guys, as a country, do different. You like to be against the grain. I mean, let's face it.
I can't hear you, but you're breaking up.
Are you? Okay.
Well, it was nice.
So what else has been?
Don't forget to leave your door at the door.
I like your pictures behind you. Lovely go-go dancers.
Do you really? I had a viewer. He made a comment saying that he didn't like them. So I used white women, and now somebody asked me when I'm gonna go back to. So I'm going back and forth. I'm using white women.
What, they complain?
I'm not even gonna use African women.
Oh, for
Mike,
I mean, they complain.
He's going to use Lady Boys next week.
Yeah, well.
Maybe these are Lady Boys. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. People are so PC nowadays. It's unbelievable. You're right. Someone will complain because he hasn't got guys up there. You're discriminating. So when are you back there, Fred? When are you coming over?
As soon as I can. I need some more money.
Yeah, don't we all?
Yeah.
I still buy my lotto ticket each week, and I still get the same result.
Yeah. Oh no. See, I won a free ticket and $1 today. So.
Because you must be getting near the commitment time with that woman that you got in that photo.
As soon as I get there. But I think I'm going to take her to like Hong Kong and just do it quickly.
What? You can get married in the Philippines. It's easy. I did it.
Yeah, but it takes like a couple of weeks.
Well, it depends. I paid a bit more, obviously, and got it done not straight away, but bloody. I could have paid I think it was 1,500 pesos or something, 1,500 pesos, and I could have waited 6 weeks. But I paid. What did I end up paying? I paid 8,000, and we got married more or less in the 2 days.
8,000. That's about $100.
Yeah, I know, but it's bugger all.
Oh no!
To get married in my country, it costs you more than that.
Yes,
same here. Because I was thinking, if you got married once before, then you got married once in Thailand, maybe they were thinking that you're like a high risk, and they charged you extra.
Yeah, but okay. So, but all I had to do was provide paperwork from my government to say that I'm free, that I'm divorced and everything, and uninhibited or whatever, and she had to provide paperwork to say that she wasn't married before, and that was it. We went in front of a judge. It was quite funny, actually. It wasn't a big fancy wedding. It was just in front of a judge, and our witnesses, and that was it. A small family thing, and we were in and out in an hour. The only problem was it was done in their language, and every now and again she'd refer to something in English for me to say yes or no to. But I mean, apart from that, it was pretty straightforward.
Well, I'm gonna have to talk to you more about that.
Well, I got married in Quezon City. I got married in the city in the court there, in the big courthouse there. But the court's divided up into so many different little chambers. There's lots of judges. It's like, I don't know.
It's just my thing
basically you're paying for the judge's time. They got to find a judge that's prepared to marry you, basically.
Yeah. Oh no, it's because I was reading
all the judges can't do it.
But for the sake of 10,000 pesos or whatever it was, all up, it was bugger all.
Yeah.
And then they gave you the
$200.
They gave my wife the license a couple of days
No,
later.
it's just because I was reading that you have to take this 1 week course or whatever, and parenting or whatever. It's like, look, I was married once. I'm a widower. She has a 2-year-old child. What parenting classes do you need?
I think the Filipinos have to do that. I can't remember. We didn't do all that. My wife, the only time my wife had to do anything.
Yeah. Hey, Ross, you can come on my show, but you have to.
When she went to New Zealand.
Ross wanted to come on my show, but you need to have a, what do you call it?
An ID?
Like go on my Facebook account. Or you can give me your email account if it's a.
I think if you're under 21 or something, Fred, I think they have to do it. I'm not sure, but
just send it to me.
Well, we're both over 21, so
give it to me. Then I can put it on, and then you can directly go on it.
The other thing is too. The only other time that
we want to come on,
she had to do any interview was when she came to New Zealand, obviously, or in my case, she had to come over. She attended some seminar that they all attend. It's a foreigners seminar to say that if your husband treats you badly and all that sort of carry on, and it's something that they'll get in the back of their passport. But my wife's granted citizenship now, so I mean she's a dual citizen now. So I mean, and Canada's pretty similar to New Zealand as far as the laws go. I think
I think they're fairly close, yeah.
Yeah, well, we're both Commonwealth countries. I think you guys are probably a bit more lenient. I think here they have to wait 7 years from residency.
Wow!
But you guys, it's 5 years, I think.
It's something like that.
Yeah, it's pretty easy. Yeah, you'll find it's not that big a deal.
Yeah,
the only hassle is allow for free time. I mean, yeah. Because but you feel like you're going to get fucked around. But basically, there's two options. There's the so-called, go with the locals and stand in the queue for 20 minutes or to an hour or two all day to get an appointment that might take you 3 or 4 months to get married, or you can do it with a fixer, as they call it. You pay the extra 8,000 or whatever. I mean, it's bugger all. Yeah. When you convert it back to your money, it's only, like you say, it's about $100.
Well, 8,000 pesos. No, 4,000 pesos is $100. 8,200, about $200. Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably a little bit higher than the normal bribe. Well, it's not really a bribe. It's the way things are done. At the end of the day,
it's the expedition fee.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's it.
Let's make it go faster.
Yeah, let's expedite it.
Yeah. But as far as getting your woman to your country, it shouldn't take bugger all.
I don't know. I was watching that nomad, that Canadian nomad guy that was in the. He said it was within 6 months or 8 months he got his wife into Canada after he got married.
Yeah, it's bugger all. I mean, we've got relations in Canada. I can't remember where they are exactly, but they had no problem. But I had a problem. I'll share you my story, though. It's quite interesting because it probably won't affect many of you guys out there. But because I was married more than once, obviously I've been married to foreigners more than once too. So, in our country, you can only sponsor 3 people total, or 2 people. I can't remember. Anyway, the bottom line is, when we got married, obviously you got to apply for your wife to come to your country, right?
Right.
Well, the problem was, by law, I couldn't sponsor my wife because
How long were you married to each one of them?
a fair while. I had like 5 or 6 years was first one, I think. Second one was about the same. They seem to only last that long. This one's the longest one.
Okay. So this is your third wife.
I'm 57, Kevin. When I first got married, I was in my 20s. So.
Okay.
So Kevin, you got the extended warranty on this last wife here.
No, this one's last. We've been married, what, 9 years? 8 years. This one, I've been married. The current, my only wife, I've been married now. I'm married 8 years, but I've known her about 10.
Oh heck, that's like hitting the lottery.
Well, yeah, but back, things happen, and I don't regret my lifestyle at all. But I mean, it's hard work. I mean, I didn't like I said to you. What happened with me on this on my current marriage? The only way I could get her into the country was was to write to the minister of our minister of immigration and get a dispensation under a special category, because by the act of our parliament, it was pretty plain cut. I couldn't sponsor another person to New Zealand as far as getting residency or anything like that, because I'd done my dash. So I had to get this letter from the minister. And okay, New Zealand's a small country and it's not that big a deal to write to our government officials. And I got a letter back from our minister, and I had to send that to the Philippines. And my wife presented that to the New Zealand immigration, and then the rest was all history. She got granted her visa, and that was it. She was good as gold. It was me that was the problem, because under the act, I wasn't eligible to sponsor her. But in the end, it sorted itself out, and yeah. But that was the only real drama. But that wasn't anything to do with the Philippines. It was me personally, and I had to take care of that. And surprisingly, that went quite smooth. I just wrote a letter stating my reasons, and they agreed and said, "Yeah, okay." And that was it. Done deal. Here we are now, 8 years later.
Good. and now you're ready to go back to New Zealand, huh?
Yep. Well, I got to go back. I got to work. I've done my dash. I'm not rich like you, Kevin.
Yeah.
I've got to go back to the real world.
Yeah. Click your heels and say there's no place like home 3 times.
Well, you know what? I fucking miss milk. That's what I miss the most.
You miss
fresh
milk?
I am sick of the fucking rubbish that they got here, even though it says it's milk.
Well, what about that New Zealand milk you guys got over there?
Oh, mate, Kevin, there's no comparison. I don't know. Maybe I'm a bit biased, but the milk here in the Philippines is it's atrocious. A lot of it, I don't know.
Have you tried that?
I mean, there's a lot of New Zealand milk here too, but it's all that cardboard. What do you call it? UT. I don't know, heat treated, whatever they call it.
Kind of like that vacuum milk in those boxes.
Yeah, you know what I mean. It's just
It's like a condensed milk.
Everyone says, "Oh, drink water." Fucking hell.
Oh yeah,
Drink
right
I
out
don't
of the
drink
faucet. Mix it.
Yeah.
Put a couple of ice cubes in it, and just
Actually, I never tried the milk in the Philippines when I was there. And I like
Oh,
milk, but it has to
yeah.
be ice cold.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I drink a lot of this. It's called trim milk. It's not the what milk with the fat. They take the fat out of it.
Oh yeah.
skin milk.
Well, yeah, it's not quite skim milk. They call it trim milk here. I don't know. It's green. It's got a green top. I don't know if that means anything, but yeah.
Yeah, we
Okay.
have that kind of stuff here too. You got
But
like,
I'm a diabetic, so I can't have fucking full cream milk or any. Oh, yeah.
see, when I was younger, I lived in a small town, like it's like a hamlet, like population of 300-400 people, and we used to get our milk from farm milk, and then you get that nice layer of cream on top.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the
Well,
kind of milk I grew
they
up
still
on.
they still produce that in New Zealand, but I mean, it's like back in those days, everything was good, but nowadays it's they say it's no good for you.
Well, because they said salmonella and all that other crap. Like
Yeah.
back then, there was no such thing as salmonella.
I remember
Well,
when we were kids, we used to get.
it's there. It's true, but you gotta leave it. You gotta leave it out for a while, and then eat it and see what happens to you.
Yes. So to be honest, that's what I miss the most. The food qualities it's improving all the time, but yeah, you just can't, you know.
Hey, if it
What
looks
have you
good, eat
gotten
it. Eh?
used to Filipino food?
No, well, I don't see the point in eating something that I don't enjoy. I mean, I don't like that. What's that thing that they crave over? That blood meat or whatever it is. Blood.
Oh,
Like
Do you
blood
know what I mean?
sausage?
yeah,
You know what I mean,
yeah,
Kevin? It's. Oh, I don't know,
yeah.
but they fucking eat it like it's going out of fashion. Oh,
Is that like the blood cubes that they barbecue?
oh,
Well, yeah, but no, he's talking about it's like you have it like it's like almost like a soup, and they
yeah.
Oh,
have
no, 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 no.
Oh,
vegetables and stuff inside of it and stuff.
and I'm not really into adobo, and because I can't stand the vinegary taste of it, and I'll eat whatever I
Yeah,
like, basically.
synagogue, something like that.
Yeah, nah. I'll eat rice and veggies and that, but unless I enjoy eating it, I won't eat it.
I don't know. I'll
Yeah,
try at
there's
least anything just about once, but there's certain things I won't eat just because it
Yeah,
doesn't appeal to me.
yeah. Well, that's it. I mean, it's not been horrible. It's just it doesn't appeal to me. I mean, some people.
yeah, Raymond, kind of like a blood sauce.
Yeah, it's not
Like my
sausage,
dad,
but
yeah, my dad,
it's
he
quite
likes blood sausage and
it's
head cheese
popular.
and stuff like that.
I'll tell you, I got
Yeah, I
bloody.
never had that.
And I've seen how they made head cheese, like homemade head cheese. It's like, rah. I don't think so. Because they
But I'm
take
not
the
a.
pork head and they
Okay.
just boil it until everything falls apart, and then they chop it up,
Yeah,
and then you get the natural
yeah,
gelatin from the fats. They lay it on a thing there, and then let it cool down, and
yeah,
then everything congeals, and that's your head cheese. It's like, I don't think so.
yeah. I couldn't do that either. I got some relatives when I was younger, and that was like a big thing,
You
like
know,
for holidays.
what when we went out to the farm and we are doing a butchering pigs was to hold the bowl a bowl under the pig while they blood it to catch all that blood, and then I take that bowl and run it back to the house, and by the time I get there, I'm all covered in blood because they're going to make blood sausage out of that blood. Like, ah.
Well,
Yeah,
we're on the
they
city.
really
We're,
they think it's like a prize.
We're in
like,
the city, Fred, so they don't butcher pigs up in my neighbourhood. We have to go to the supermarket to get it done.
Yeah, but when like I said, I grew up in
Not
a
in the
small
province.
hamlet, and there's a lot of farms, and our close friends owned the farm, and we used to go out there and help with the butchering and stuff like that. And because we always paid for like a half a side of pork or something like that for the freezer or beef, but we always went and helped, and then like holding that bull under that pig there while they bled it, and try not to spill any.
yeah.
Shit, that's a
And
nice picture. Sorry, Fred.
that's all right.
That picture, a picture flashed up and it went, oh.
It's that cute one behind Kevin right now. Oh,
Yeah.
no,
good.
changed.
In the pink.
No, my
No,
honey,
it's gone.
like Bonnie's goes.
No, Raymond, that's when you go hunting. You kill your first deer or moose. This is butchering farm animals.
Fuck, I'd like to shoot a moose.
Oh boy, that moose will last you all winter. Moose.
That's something I'd like. That's something I'd like to do. Maybe
my son got like 6 caribou last year. I got him in my pictures.
How big a gun
Both
can
my
you
sons
use?
went out.
What's the smallest gun that you can use on one?
Oh, they used the 30-06.
30-30.
You said 30-06.
Well, yeah, you can
30-06.
use a 30-30, a 308. Well, 308 is pretty big.
30-30 is probably what.
But if it's long distance, you could tag it. But usually they get them. They get the caribou when they're crossing the river. When they're in a boat, they just go up to them, put a around the antlers, then pop it with the handgun.
That's cheating.
You wouldn't want it charging, yeah. So yeah, shooting it while it's in the.
Well, yeah, we don't want to work. Yeah. Hey, you know, it's called. See, we call it subsistence hunting. It's like because we use it to like I said, subsistence food. It's like going for our survival in the winter.
Yeah, because even ones that get run over, they I saw a documentary once, and they pick the moose up and chop. The police or the park ranger or whatever like finds it, and they ditch it out to the poor.
Yeah, but it has to be fresh. A fresh kill.
If you run one over.
Yeah, but it can't be like
usually in the winter time, like a roadkill, the troopers will butcher it and they'll take it to the homeless shelters, and then they will disperse it that way. But if a moose, but usually that if a train hits the moose, it will completely destroy the animal that you're not going to really find. It's just going to be like hamburger everywhere. But if a moose hits a car, it's gonna do so much damage that
you have to get a new car.
You're gonna kill everybody in the car and the moose also. So I mean, you don't want to hit a moose with a car. I mean, a semi, but it's gonna do a lot of damage to the semi also.
Yeah, hitting a moose is like hitting a brick wall.
Yeah, especially if you get a rack.
Oh,
if he's supporting the rack, the rack is going to kill everybody, especially if it goes through the windshield. Yeah, that's people dread seeing a moose. On the road I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So who's in the room? How many watching?
15
What's
according
that,
to my
Mike?
count.
How many?
There's 15 watching according to what I see.
Oh, okay.
Oh, right now, yeah, I got 15.
And 10 thumbs up. So there's
5 thumbs down.
5 down and 10 up.
Yeah.
So the 5 favourite people have already been in and given them a thumbs down, have they?
Well, they weren't around until you came by, Mike.
They probably thought I was going to say something now. They probably thought I was going to say something.
Sorry to say that. Because see, somebody already complained about. They said, "Who's this guy with the little monkey?" Little monkey, because he said it's beginning to irritate him.
I'm a supporter of Frank, so be careful, guys.
Yeah, thank you, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Hey, Frank's not a very
Oh, I think he's in his
not
right.
a very supportive person around here.
Oh well, who cares? I hope he goes ahead and does what he says he's going to do. I personally don't give it. My view of it is it's a storm in a teacup, but it's Americans. It's American thing, isn't it, to sue people?
well, yeah, but I think everybody's trying to jump on the bandwagon.
Yeah, but he's, I don't know, I think he's in his rights because those guys are picking on him more than he's picking on them. I mean,
Oh, well.
Yeah, that's my opinion, but I mean, what the hell? Who cares? But if he has gone ahead and laid a complaint, it'll be interesting to see what happens next.
That depends on.
Well, I'm just glad I'm not in his shoes.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't get away with this shit in Thailand. So I'm surprised. Sooner or later, the Philippines government will put a stop to these YouTubers, these expats that think they're fucking. And you know what makes me laugh about the whole thing? They're going on about all these businesses that they're involved in, and yet they're on tourist visas. They're not allowed to work in the Philippines. Full stop.
Huh?
Yeah, that's it. If you're on a tourist visa, you are a tourist. That's it. And what's interesting, I find, is a lot of these guys on their visas are due to go back soon because after 3 years they got no choice.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I'm fortunate in the respect that when I go over there, or when I'm using a what do they call it? Because I'm married, I got a special visa.
It's good for a year, right?
Yeah, it's good for a year. There's no dramas. I can't work or anything, and it's only good unless I'm with my wife.
Right.
What do they call it? Barrett Buy-in or some fucking thing. Probably Dave Phelps is on the same sort of visa too. It's good for a year.
I watched that Philly in the Philippines. He's doing a different kind of visa. He's considered as a what the hell is it? A permanent resident.
Yeah,
visa.
He's applied for a residency. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
but he said he's not changing his. He's not gonna immigrate to the Philippines. He's keeping his American citizen, but he just got the residence visa. So he doesn't have to run back and forth.
You can't. Yeah, that's like what's an example? It's like it's like in your country or even in our country, it's a residence visa means that you're still a citizen of your country,
right?
That you come from, but you're allowed to live and work and pay taxes and vote and whatever in the country that you've chosen to live in.
Yeah.
But
in Canada,
to get citizenship, which is a different thing altogether, citizenship means that you give up your country of origin
Yeah.
And then apply for their country. But the Philippines, you can't be a citizen. It's impossible. It's impossible unless you are a Filipino born in the Philippines.
Yeah. See, here in Canada, they don't have it.
They have a dual citizenship, Fred. What's happened is they have a dual citizenship now.
Yeah.
Before they didn't. But
Like in Canada,
what's happened now is the Philippine government has realised that all these Filipinos that are leaving the country and they're going to America, England, Australia, New Zealand, and are becoming citizens in those countries and are becoming quite successful. They want to return back home. So what they've done now is they've created it so that they can have dual citizenship.
right?
So they still retain their rights as a Filipino, even though that they are American or Australian or New Zealand or whatever country that they've chosen to be a citizen of.
Right.
And what that does in return is the Philippine government is relying on the fact that they're going to come back and bring back income and help support the mother country, because once upon a time, if you married a Filipino, she had to give up her rights to land and any other usage, of her Philippine rights. So, it was quite a bit. It was quite a big deal. But now it's not so much a big deal. That's why you got expats that can live in the Philippines now, basically, and they can still have a house and retire. But that's only in the last few years that law's been changed. But I mean, it's a good thing.
Like, when I marry my future wife there, I don't want her to give up I like that idea of her having a dual citizen.
Yeah. Well, it benefits us too.
It
benefits the spouse basically too. But at the end of the day, I mean, you're marrying the person. Doesn't matter what country you're marrying her because you want a life together, and
right.
A 90%. There's not a 99% chance that the life you're going to have together is going to be in your country, not her country, and that's because of a lot of factors. And these guys that think they're going over there and they're going to do this and that, they're kind of selfish in a lot of ways, and a lot of them are bums because if you marry,
you wouldn't want to live in the Philippines all the time.
Oh, Kevin, that's the problem. They think they live in the Philippines, but they don't. They're not. They have got no more rights than the dog. The dog in the streets got more right than them. They can't vote. They can't pay. They can't work. They can't do anything. They've got no real rights anyway. So, it's like I said. It's a lot of these bloggers that are on their 3-year tourist visas will eventually come unstuck because they have to go home again. Unless they get married, well then, okay. They can go through all that hassle. But they can't work there.
Yeah, well,
they've got to have income.
Exactly. I was that source of income because, working online isn't, I don't think it's really a big money maker.
No, it's not for them. I mean, there are people that are successful and work online and make lots of money, but it's not these guys. These guys, without being horrible, but at the end of the day, we're not millionaires unless.
No.
So, and anyone that has got money will not be living in the Philippines. To be honest with you, I mean, if they had millions of dollars or whatever, they might go there and have some fun and live there, but they only live there part time.
Like a vacation,
no one lives,
huh?
See, like the thing with
how many
me
rich expats do you know that live in the Philippines? None.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I couldn't live there because I would have no source of income.
Exactly, Fred.
And nowhere even near ready to retire.
I
And
mean,
even so,
I don't class myself. Well, I do sometimes class myself as living, but it's not true. I don't really live there. I live here. I mean, I live in my own country, but that's where my income is. But
yeah.
yeah, I stay there for 6 or 7 months of the year, sure. And I'm lucky too because we have a house in the Philippines, so that cuts out a lot of expense. A lot of the guys are renting and things like that. Well, you still got to pay, you know. I mean,
Yeah.
I've still got a mortgage to pay. We're blessed in that way. I mean,
Like
my
even some of these expats, that live there on disabled, how do they survive? Because I don't think disabled money gives you a whole lot. Like a
well, it
disabled
doesn't.
pension or whatever, it doesn't give you a whole lot.
Yeah.
I don't spend much, but we budget around $400. So what's that about? Maybe 10,000 pesos a week. That's our budget.
Oh, really? So that's $200,
Yeah, is
roughly
it
two
about
hundred
200?
dollars a week.
I'm
No.
talking. See,
Oh,
our money's lower than your money anyway. But
yeah.
we and I don't spend. Well, we that's our budget. That's what we spend. But I've still got to spend stuff back home too. I've got the mortgage. I've got power and internet that I don't. I've got things that you pay running costs as well. So these guys that live on they tell you 1,000 US a month. Well, boy, I tell you, I couldn't live on that.
10,000 pesos here would be about $240.
I'd spend that a week, 10,000
Yeah.
a week. But
Yeah.
that's not every week. But that's what we budget for. I mean that covers the groceries, the bloody going out when we go out, and just it's about 10,000 pesos a week. So that's about 40,000 a month, isn't it? Yeah, that's about right. Maybe a bit more. Might be a little bit more. But I mean, you'd have to. And the way I look at it, that's a minimum. Would be the bare minimum. I mean, that's not allowing for the fact that
Joe.
you might end
Oh,
up
that's cool.
bloody in hospital.
Yeah, but you
I
have
get a lot
medical
of
you have medical condition too,
Joe.
don't
Joe
you?
is Australia.
Yeah, well, you see, that's a problem with me too. That's another reason why I probably wouldn't stay there longer than 6 months too. Is my medicals. I, I, I mean, it's no big deal. Everyone, I'm a diabetic, but the medicines and that I use are different to what you could probably get in the Philippines if you could get it, and yeah, I have to take it. Basically a year's supply with me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't buy. I mean, you can't, as you probably are aware, you can't even buy aspirin or Disprin or Panadol in the Philippines. They use some generic type painkiller. I mean, we buy a lot of stuff off at the supermarket.
Yeah.
Yeah, just simple things like that. That's what you tend to.
Well, see, that's the thing too. Like my sister and my parents, they go to Mexico quite a bit. And when I went there, they gave me this package of syringes. I was like, "What's this for?" I said, "You want to have your own syringes." So I threw that all in the first aid box because if I had needed medical attention, then I had my own syringes if I needed the needle or whatever. Because it's a third world country. That doesn't mean they're going to give you a used needle, but it's just nice that you had your own gear with you, right? Because you could get you could buy the syringes.
Yeah, your own supply.
Like travel vaccinations, you could buy the syringes right there.
The thing is, the problem is, it's not like our medical situations where if we go to hospital, whatever, for whatever reason you go to the hospital, they have the medication there. But in most of these smaller provincial hospitals, like if you get sick in the Philippines, and you go to their hospital, okay, the doctors and that they're all capable of looking after you. That's if you get there in time. But then someone's got to go and actually go to the chemist and buy the medicine.
Well,
A lot of
yeah, but
medicines
if you know you're not well, I mean, before you go on your vacation, always try to plan ahead and don't go out of your boundary.
Nah, I mean, my case is different because it's known medical condition. So obviously, I plan for that. I mean, it's an everyday thing with me. It doesn't matter whether I'm here in the Philippines or if I'm in New Zealand. I mean, I've got the same issues. It's just that, like you said, if something happened, you have to be prepared. And in New Zealand, well, we're pretty, we're safe as houses when it comes to things like that, as far as getting medication or getting help. But if you're in the Philippines, you don't want to be.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Well, look at you, Kevin. You're an example of what happened to you and how long.
Yeah, but I was lucky, though.
Yeah, you were lucky. That's what I'm saying. I was just going to say that is a rare case. But, man, if that had been anyone else, they wouldn't be here talking about it.
Well, yeah, that was a very rare case because of my stature. I mean, the doctor said just because of my build is what kept me alive.
Yeah.
Because a normal person, they would have been bled. They would have bled out.
Yeah.
And because see, I walked out of there with my own assistance. I didn't have nobody carrying me, and I walked out and did everything out of my own I didn't lose conscience, and I didn't have nobody help me and stuff. So I did everything under my own will. But other people, they would have had, I mean, moment it happened, you would have had to hurry up and get them into emergency care quickly. So, yeah, but with the way I did it, I just controlled myself, I guess, and slowed down my blood loss.
But that goes to the whole country, the whole, any of those third world countries.
I was one with the force.
You just got to be
that movie.
Yeah.
I was watching that, and that guy was saying, "I am one with the force. The force is with me." Yeah. That's what I was thinking. I was going, boy, I should have said that.
I was thinking,
I'm holding my head.
I was thinking Jabba the Hutt.
Hey, you're not much of a smaller. You're just a little bit smaller than me. So try to remember that too. Matter of fact, I'm better shape than you. Remember that too.
Yeah.
Don't point
right, Kevin,
too
I'm
many
hiding
fingers.
behind my keyboard. I can call him that, Fred, because I'm 1,000 miles away.
Yeah, I know. So don't giggle, because your wife might be going, why are you talking like that, and smacking you in the back of the head. Yes. I hope. So shaking her head, go.
But yeah, you're right, Fred. You gotta have the budget to live anywhere in the world.
Because I'm a damn good looking guy. Still.
You're so lucky, Kevin.
Hey.
What?
Thank you. I'm gonna leave it at that lucky point, because I'm gonna take off right now. I hit my 2-hour mark. I got 13. I got 13 faithful people. I'm gonna go to the bathroom, eat my food, take my meds. I can't take my medicine because I told my doctor that I'm not taking my meds without my food, and he got a little bit upset at me, telling me that I need to eat when I take my meds, because sometimes my meds react a little bit faster, and I need to put food in my system
Yeah,
to
because
equal things out.
you must have what's
I
that
didn't know
medicine?
that. I
Probiotic
didn't.
or
Well,
whatever.
I do, but I didn't really understood what he was talking about. Now I understand a little bit more.
I think you need some new pictures.
and then take my meds.
So who's been picked on the most this week around the channels? I haven't heard much of bloody what's his name? Peter. What's happening with him? Anyone hear from him now?
Peter, he just put out a video.
Oh, has he? I actually haven't had a
Yeah.
look at it today. Okay.
It's something about expats and civic rights or laws or something like that. Oh,
that's
civil.
history, isn't it?
Not civic, civil.
That's your history, isn't it? Civics,
Civil.
the First Amendment or whatever they call it.
No, it's civil rights. I don't know. I have to look.
Peter
Let's
V.
see here.
I see Obama's actually. That's pretty scary. Did I tell you? Obama doesn't live too far away from me.
Listening.
Peter V. Expats and basic civics. That's what his topic was 10 hours ago.
Oh, okay. I'm sure he'll have some wonderful words of wisdom.
I didn't listen to it yet, so.
Yeah, so I see Obama's doing a few back in live podcasts lately.
Oh, hey, damn it, I'm talking.
You're cutting out.
Damn.
Yeah, we didn't hear you. Oh, he's left. He's left. What?
No, he's still here. Or let me check the Hangout.
No, he's dropped off. There's only me and you left.
Yeah, that means we're going to be booted here shortly.
Yeah. So, when you're planning December there, Fred?
Oh, I'm trying to push for maybe September, October. I'd like to go sooner, but it's not going to happen. So.
Whereabouts is your girlfriend or partner or whatever from? What area is she?
She's in Makati, just outside of Manila.
Oh, okay. So she's just a city girl.
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool.
Well, her mom lives out in one of the provinces up north there a little bit. Somewhere near Angeles City, somewhere out there.
Maybe Bulacan or something like that.
Could be. I know she goes every other weekend out there to visit her mom. Because I think her mom and dad separated. But
she working or?
She's right now a stay-at-home mom. She has a 2-year-old daughter.
Oh, okay. No, that's fine.
She lives with her dad, her brother, and sister. So
my wife's from the Quezon City area. Well, she's a city girl. Well, their family's from Bulacan actually, originally apparently.
Why?
Yeah,
I know her aunt and uncle, I think on her dad's side, live in Palawan. We went to visit them when I was down there. We stayed on their compound.
Oh, okay.
And her aunt, has a cantina, and she supplies the food to the Philippine military and Americans when they're doing maneuvers out there.
Okay.
And she does did the Budo fight or whatever they call it.
How did you meet? Did you meet online or obviously?
Yeah.
Dating.
No, I used to play this game Second Life when I met her through there, and then I just stopped playing, and then I just started talking to her more.
Oh, okay.
I've known her for a few years. Like, I've known her for a couple of years before I actually met her, so in person.
Well, I met mine Yahoo Chat actually back in the day. There used to be chat rooms called Yahoo and.
Yeah, I remember them, but then they changed it all.
And then that's how we met. We talked for, it would have been, like I said, I've probably known her a total of probably over 10 years, actually, to be honest. I didn't rush into it, I just fucking did what most guys did. I mean, I've been to the Philippines dozens of times. I've been to the usual places that everyone goes to when you're young or divorced or whatever you want to say. But yeah, we met up and it went from there.
Yeah. No,
Best thing I can honestly say it's probably the best thing I've done. Best move. Yeah. I mean, my wife turned out all right as far as I'm concerned. You always hear the negative side of things, but there's always the good sides too. I mean,
Yeah. Well, Second Life it's a free game. It's like a social game. And you can, I don't know, I haven't played it in over a couple of years now, but the thing is, you can build things in the game. You can own little game businesses and stuff like that. And
that's an interesting way of meeting people.
It's a good way of meeting. I met a lot of people, I know a lot of people from all over the world, but I've only met a couple from that game in the past, but she's the one I want, so that's the one I want to be with.
Fair enough.
She wants to be with me, so.
Well, you'll make it happen when you make it happen, I suppose. I mean,
yeah.
At the end of the day,
Yeah. Well, but
I mean, you always hear the negatives, and it just makes you laugh because you know that. I mean, it's good and bad in any country or any race, but the Filipinos that I know, especially back in New Zealand, I mean, our country's we've got a lot of Filipino community there, basically the same as Australia, I suppose, and yeah, it's they're all good people. Marriages, it's not common for marriages to last 20 plus years,
Yeah.
They're a good match out of all of the races, I think. And I can honestly say that comparing them to, say, Thailand, I'd be more inclined to have a Filipino over a Thai, and I've had both, so I know.
Yeah. Well, like the saying says, don't argue with your Thai wife. I always see that from the married vloggers.
Yeah, but the problem is Thai people are not very nice. They're not very. How do I put it? They're very money orientated. I mean, they'll sell you your grandmother if there's money involved. They basically say money can't eat love, and it's a fucking true saying. Thai people are renowned. They mistake kindness for some sort of weakness. That's where a lot of foreigners get fucked up because we're naturally nice, generous, caring people, but when it comes to Thais and people like that, they mistake that for some sort of weakness.
Yeah.
Sex to a Thai person is a way of making money. Sorry to say it. And a lot of these guys that marry Thais are marrying Thais that have worked in bars or ex-working girls or something like that. And that's true. And I'm not saying that to be horrible. I'm saying that that's true because you think back to all the guys that that have got Thai girlfriends. None of them hold decent jobs. And the only way they've met. See, the difference is Thais don't speak English as well as Filipinos for a start. So when you go to Thailand, if you think you're going to meet a nice Thai girl, where unless you've got millions of dollars, you're not going to have a chance in hell.
Yeah.
So the only other option you've got are the bars, not so much the go-go bars, but I mean you got the nightclub, that sort of thing, and they're what they call second-rate Thais.
Yeah.
Not even the Thai men want to know them.
Oh, I don't know. I've never been to Thailand. That's one place I'd like to visit.
No. Well, I'm just using that as a comparison.
Yeah.
When you meet with a Thai woman, with a Filipino woman, it's different. You have the choice of the same too. You can go to the bars and meet those ones, but you have more chance of meeting a decent Filipino woman too.
I'd rather
More
go
than
for
you
the
have the
decent.
Thai.
Yeah.
And that's true facts. You just search back to your own circle of friends and you'll find out a lot of Thai marriages don't last the distance. They last about 5 years to 6 years max. And then you think back to the Filipino ones, and even the bad ones. You think back to how long they have lasted before they go bad.
Yeah. Because there's a Canadian blogger, actually, he doesn't live very far from what I do. And he just married a Thai woman. Like, he spent last year touring around doing, kind of around Thailand there in Bangkok, and with his girlfriend and stuff like that. And then when he went back this year, or last summer, I should say, he went and married her. And he was on my Facebook for a bit, and then suddenly something went all wrong. And then the blogs just suddenly stopped. And then he must have worked something out, worked it out with his wife. But apparently his wife was when he wasn't there, she was seeing other guys on the side.
Yeah.
Like when he was back in Canada.
Yeah.
And he found out about it.
Yeah.
But now it seems like everything's okay. He's here, still married. She's back in Thailand. And he says it's going to cost him about $4,500 Canadian to get her to Canada through the immigration and stuff.
Oh, well, good luck to him. It's a bit like a gambler. He's hoping that because he's sunk so much money into it, he can't bear the fact that he's lost control. Yeah. So he's going to keep on going and hope. And hope that he's going to survive. But he's on a loser already. He's better just to close up shop, take the hit, and move on. Maybe find a nice Filipino woman. But that's the difference between the two, as far as I'm concerned, and no one can prove me wrong. You guys listening to this, you look at your friends that have got Thai wives, and you tell me honestly what they do for a job and how they met, and if they are still married after 5 years. I'm telling you now that no decent Filipino, no decent Thai woman that's educated or will want a bar of any foreigner.
Yeah.
And that is the truth.
If you're interested in watching,
unless you're a millionaire,
if you're
don't
interested,
get me wrong, unless you're filthy rich,
if you're interested,
you might have a chance.
If you're interested in watching his vlog, the guy's called Flyboy Adventures, and he's a Canadian guy. Like I say, he lives actually not that far from where I live, and he's a blogger and stuff, and he was vlogging all this stuff, and he just finally brought out the rest. Like I say, he must things out with